I can't believe you're here right now, Cardi. First off, you're busy traveling and now you're back home in New York for a little bit.
Yeah.
But, we just saw you at Summer Jam on the festival stage.
Yes.
You popped out. Nobody was expecting this. We loved it. Why was it important for you to still pop out and be with the people and come through the Summer Jam?
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I'm so like connected to Summer Jam. It's just like, should I make it like a tradition or something?
I think so.
At this point, I should make it like a tradition or something. Like, it's just, even like when I don't even plan to go out to Summer Jam, like, it's like you have friends that is like
Right.
already like talking about it. Like, you know, Summer Jam is on their way when like my friends is like, hey, so you're going to be in Summer Jam this year? You got tickets? And it's like, oh, I kind of want to be there too. And, I had a song to perform.
That's right. A big song.
Yes.
Big song.
Yes.
So wait, when you were on stage and everybody was jumping on you basically at that moment, do you care or are you in it too? Are you just as hyped?
Well, I was hyped, but I was like a little bit confused and everything because I didn't get to talk to like the artist Dougie B and then before I got on the stage and I had heels on, so I was like, oh man, what's going on? I'm confused. I'm not really. I haven't practiced nothing, but it was good. Everybody was so excited. Like they young.
Oh, yeah. It was so good to see it. The energy was perfect. And, Summer Jam's home for you.
Yeah.
It's not the first time you've stepped out on stage. You've been on the main stage. You've come out with Migos last year.
Yeah.
You were pregnant. Again, it's not our first time seeing you do your thing.
Yeah.
But seeing it at Summer Jam on the festival stage was different. You threw your shoes out. How expensive were those shoes? Because I know you're not wearing, my shoes.
I think it probably cost probably like $800 or something. Like, but you know what? It's whatever.
Keep it.
Yeah, keep it. I always throw something. Like I remember, like when I did wireless a couple of years ago, I threw my wig, and it's like I don't know. I just wanted it to be fun. Like I just got too hyped. Like that song get me too hyped.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And I always wanted to do the festival stage because everybody always talk about the parking lot at Summer Jam, which is crazy. Like people always talk about it. Like it's lit. It's lit. We be drinking. We be at. And it's like, ooh, I want to feel like that vibe. I like ghetto-ness.
And you know what? Everybody surrounded your car. Everybody was happy to see you. You were in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that really meant a lot. I was actually, when I was standing there, to me, my little opinion, not that it matters to you, I feel like that is why you're always going to win because of your connection with the people.
Yeah.
You never front on us. You know what I mean? You never act better than just regular day-to-day people. And it's not because you have to. That's really who you are. How many years have I seen you and you're literally the same person?
I mean, I'm just
A couple extra zeros on the outfits, but still like who you are at your essence. Nice person, happy to be with people, showing love. It's nice, you know?
I just like to turn up. As long as they just don't as long as they don't get like dangerous, like sometimes
Of course.
like people like if I grab their hand, like I wouldn't mind grabbing like somebody's hand, like I'm like putting my hand in the crowd. I just don't like when it's like when they pull, when they start pulling and it's like hello, like let me do it to everybody. Like it's like, damn baby, you can't have me all for yourself. Like let me share.
Right. I want to talk to you about your brand new song, Hot-ish. By the way, when I heard it for, other people. I feel a little, special right now. But we were getting ready for it because I want to talk to you about it. I didn't know what to expect, and I love it. I love the beat. I love the energy. I love just the vibe that you're giving on it. Of course, having, Lil Durk and Ye on it, that adds a whole different element. Mm-hmm. What made you pick this song to put out?
First, I had this song for a long time. It's
3 years, right?
Yeah, like 3 years.
Okay.
I did it like around the same time as WAP.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been having it in the vault for a minute. And, I always play my songs, like, of course, to my music team. I always felt like it was missing something. I always felt like it needed a male rapper. Like, this song, it is not designed for, like, no female rapper. Like, I don't hear no female rapper on it. But I always feel like it was for a male rapper. But then I feel like it's like, I cannot just pick any male rapper. Like, not everybody could freak this beat. Like, this beat is very specific. It's a very certain type of way. Like, it's like you have to, like, literally rap.
Yeah, you got to be in your bag to understand this.
Yes.
It's not everybody can do what you heard Durk and Ye do on this.
Yes.
I saw you and Lil Durk going back and forth on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Just talking about this, and he was saying how you had the hardest verse on it, right? That's got to feel nice, though, you know, to get that kind of compliment from your peers and everyone who, you know, in the industry, and you've been working for such a hard and long time at this point.
Yeah. Well, you know, I never, until I did the video, I never met Lil Durk, or I never had an interaction with him and everything. But I just feel like he's like doing like his thing for sure. That's right. And he just shows like, it's like, this is what happens when you have patience, because I have seen him though, like when I used to work like at the clubs, like I seen him when he was like a small artist. I think he was signed to like French Montana, and he been grinding and grinding for years. And like now he's just like a really big superstar, and it's just like people have seen him grow into that. Because, you know, just sometimes I feel like certain rappers just feel like it's like if you just don't make it right away, like you just never gonna make it. It's like, no, you gotta like grind it out. He grinded out. But, you know, I never had an interaction with him. I never spoke to him. I never like anything. And, you know, we had the Kanye verse, but I just still feel like it was like missing like something, because I feel like the song was just a little bit too short still.
Right.
And it doesn't really have like a hook too much. So like it doesn't really have like a hook. Like I had to take a part of my verse to make it like a hook.
Sure. Right.
And I was like, it's still missing somebody. And it was like, somebody said Lil Durk, and I'm like, it's gonna work. And I'm like, wow, I never worked with him before. I wonder how it's gonna be. Literally, like they send him the song the next day. It's like, oh yeah, he sent his verse already. I'm like, what? That's amazing. That's great. That means that he liked the song. Right. That means that he liked it for real. And that made me feel really good. Like, it's like he liked the song, he's feeling it. And even when Kanye took his time like to do his verse, but of course, like, you know, like I sent him my verse when, like, you know, the little drama that he had like earlier in this year. So like I could definitely understand. But like I know people that was around him, and they kept saying like, it's like, yo, he keep listening to the song, like he fucks with it. And that made me feel really good as well. Like,
oh, that's nice.
Yes, like for people to be like randomly call me, like, it's like, I heard your song, and I'm like, what song? It's like, oh, that song Kanye was playing, and it's like, and I'm like, oh my God, he liked it. And it's like that really means a lot to me. Like, you know, I don't like to tell artists like, right. It's like, but that really means a lot to me, like, for sure.
When you know that the love and the energy is, you know, it's not forced. It's not
forced.
It's like, and he's listening to it, right?
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute, on your spare time, you're listening to my song.
Yeah.
But I think that goes to show you being down to earth, right? Because you still appreciate those moments.
Yes.
Right? Like you're not, like brushing it off.
Yes, like it's like, oh, you're not brushing it off, or you're just not like, oh, whatever, like, yeah. It's like, wow, he really liked the song. Like, It's like, okay, he gave me a chance. Like, he gave me a chance.
Now, did your sister Hennessy hear the shout out from Kanye on it yet?
She did.
What did she say?
She was like, oh my God. That's how my sister.
I love her.
Yeah.
How's she doing? She's good?
She's doing good.
When I heard the shout out, I was like, oh, I wonder how she's going to feel about that. That makes
when
me
I
happy.
heard it, I was like, yes.
Yes. Now, you had mentioned how this song, you know, you were calling people out about, oh, this isn't a TikTok song, right? Why is it a big deal if a song does blow up on TikTok?
This is what I don't like about that, right? Like, let me tell you something. Like, me, I never did songs to blow up on TikTok.
Right.
Like, WAP was not intended to blow up on TikTok. Like, a TikToker did a dance to WAP, and it went viral. Mm-hmm. And, like, of course, like, it's like, you know, when things are going viral, you want to do it.
Sure.
Yeah. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the dance. I just couldn't do it. But if it happens, it happened. Up, it's so crazy how up, like how sometimes you might see something a certain type of way, but then it turns into something else. Like
right.
Up to me was supposed to be like a song that is like this is my energy. If it's up, then it's
This,
up. Like
right.
it's like you want to fight
right.
to me. But no, it just became like a song that like people be dancing and doing the dance in weddings, and I'm like,
what happened?
What happened? This wasn't the intent, but thanks.
But
I love it. I'm grateful. But because of that, that's when haters start like, oh, you only made TikTok music. And it's like, I didn't blow up because of TikTok, baby. I had 3 number ones before TikTok came. And I had a number 1 album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the songs went platinum before TikTok even started. But what I hate about it is, as well, that I don't like, is like all of a sudden people are complaining like, oh, like let's say if you get your success because you blew up on TikTok, what's bad about it? Like people have made narratives of me to try to discredit me because they hate me or because they just don't want to believe in they just don't want to believe it. So people be like, oh, it's payola. It's a label made you, this and that. But nobody's listening to you. It's fake. It's this. You know when, like, numbers never lie, but when it's convenient to people, numbers are lies. You know what I'm saying? But when you start seeing people actually do listening to your shit on TikTok, like, TikTok to me is determining, like, people listening to your shit. Like, it's like you're seeing it, and now it's like, oh, it's TikTok records. It's TikTok. And it's like, you can never just win. You can never win.
You can't.
You can never just win.
And you're not going in and creating a song for TikTok.
No.
I guess that's why I was confused. I was like, so what if the song you made blows up on TikTok?
Yeah.
It's just another outlet, right?
Yes, it's just another outlet.
But you're not putting this song like, okay, is this going to work on TikTok? Hey, guys, tell me, what dance are we going to do for, like, that's, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe there are artists like that out there. I don't really know, but I feel like a lot of times when you're talking about platinum records and you're talking about these massive songs, usually from what I know, artists don't have that intention of, I'm gonna go into the studio and make a TikTok song.
Right. And if it does and it don't, it just shows that people are listening to your shit.
Right. Yeah.
It's just showing that people listening to your shit. It's like you can't find an excuse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're seeing it face to face, like eye to eye, like you're seeing it. But more or less, I feel like this record is just like, nobody could say nothing about it. Like, it's just like, it's really hard. It's hardcore, but it's like not like.
It's a vibe, man.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Like, when I listen to that, I feel a way. I know what time it is. It's not the time to play with me. You know what? It's a vibe, and I think it's perfect. So this will be on the album, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So can you tell us anything about the Sophomore album? Because I know you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
I've known this for years. So I understand that you're probably like, nope, scrap that song. Nope, we're going to do it again. Nope, give me this, give me that, you know?
I mean, yeah, you know what's so crazy? Like, in 2020, I felt like I had a couple of songs. I had a couple of songs. I mean, I'm always recording. So I had a couple of songs in 2020. And it's like, oh, in 2020, I want to drop the album. But then I'm like, gonna drop an album and everybody's at home and you cannot tour and everything, because it's really important to tour after albums and everything. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna drop it, like, hello. Then I changed my mind, and almost all the songs that I have, like, oh, I need to record something different. I don't like no more. This is something old to me. And it's really hard, like, for me to hear something that, like, hear or create something that I like. Like, I'm always going to the clubs, and I'm always like, it's missing this. And then it's like, but I'm also missing that. Like, right now, like, on my album, I feel like I'm missing my I Like It record. And when I mean my I Like It record, I'm not talking about, like, no, like, Spanish. I'm just talking about, like, I feel like I don't got, like, my pop record. And then it's like, when it comes to my Be Careful or Ring, I feel like I got it there, but it's like I don't really have it there. Like, I feel like there's certain other things that I want to, like, express. And
you're an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it takes time. And the process is the process. At this point on this upcoming album, Are you working with other icons? Are you, tell us something.
Well, there is certain songs that I just be like, I hear this person in it. I hear this person. Yo, this song will be, I think this song will be good with this person on it. I definitely always like, I even hit her up, like, I want Lil Kim on my album. I do have a song that I think like it's like, she's good for it, but then I'm also debating like on another song, like it's like I kind of want her on this one too. What I really wanted to do was like a on dot with her. Like I really wanted like to do like a on dot with her, but then I'm kind of debating, like it's like, is that gonna be like a little bit like outdated? Like how is it gonna be? How is it gonna do this? Like it's like, and also like I just want like the song that I do with her, I want it to be like a super like great comeback. Like I just don't want like to like put her on my album like on a song and it's like, oh yeah, she had a little Kim feature. Like I want like this to be like her insane
her moment.
Like
I love how thoughtful you are saying that, because I didn't look at it like that. I just was thinking like it's just going to be amazing to be on the album. But the fact that you are thinking about how this also impacts her and how much that matters, that's important. Have you had a chance to actually have the conversation with her about it?
I haven't had the conversation with her yet. Like I did tell her, like, listen, I'm working on something.
Right.
Just wait. But I haven't had the conversation on like the things that I will want her to say or the energy, because I do want her to come on a certain type of energy.
Right.
But I haven't had the conversation about it because I'm so undecisive on the song. Like, like for example, like even with Megan, right? Like if I was to do another song with Megan, like it's like I have to like really like make sure that I do 3 or 4 songs and like it's gonna make sense, because it's like WAP was just such a big moment that now we have to create a big moment again. Like it's no like, oh yeah, let's just do a feature together and the song is just gonna be great. It just has to be like, oh my God, like they are a great duo, and it's like that's what I really want, like with Kim, like something that is just like makes sense. And I want her to talk real cash.
Right. Oh man, I'm excited. You're getting us really excited about this. I saw, because I follow you on Instagram, and I saw that you were leaving the studio. I think it was like 5 a.m. in the morning, and you just posted about it, and I could tell. And you could tell me I'm wrong. I feel the energy of you're in the studio, you're working, the energy's getting heightened, which I think makes the excitement high. But do you feel like it's pressure at the same time with this album?
It is a lot of pressure, and I feel like that's my fault a lot as well, because it's like I feel like, I mean, like just like this single, right? Like I've been having like breakdowns, like this whole week, like just tearing, crying, like it's like I'm nervous. I mean, I haven't put out a single for a year and a half, so I'm just like, this is why the next whatever the song, I'm not even gonna wait this long, so I won't even feel like this tension on me. So that's how I feel about like the album as well.
You always lead with what your gut is telling you.
Yeah.
Which is why, again, I think it's the other ingredient behind your success, because I think it's, you have not allowed the corporations to take over and control what you do. You might hear what they have to say, but I think ultimately you have your vision.
Yeah, but you know what's so crazy? Like a lot of people think that like for example, like my label. I don't know why people just think that I'm like some type of robot or something. People just make this crazy narratives. Like my label really like listens to me. Like they think that I'm like a whole freaking genius. Like it's like, I swear to God, like it's like, cause I have my rollouts ready.
Right.
I have my rollouts ready. Like I share ideas, and it's like, this how I want to do it. This when I want to announce.
Sure.
This how when I want to go on live. This when I want to do this video. This is the type of interviews that I want to do and everything. So they just always think, and even like with certain of the artists and everything, like it's like I give like my opinions on.
Right.
On like, it's like, oh, I think they should do this. I think they should do that, because it's like you know, like my label mates and everything, I might not know them, but like it's like, oh shit, they doing their thing. Like it's like, oh, I be saying like, I think you're doing a good job with them. I think you should do this, this, and that. Like,
right.
So they don't really like tell me like, hey, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Like,
and if anyone has followed your career, I think they would know that by just who you are, who you've always been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which goes back to, as much as at times social media could be toxic, it's a love-hate probably relationship for you, right? Because it helped propel your career to where it is today. You've always been doing your own thing at this point. When I listen to Hot Ish and I'm getting ready for it, and I'm trying to visualize what the video is going to look like. So are we going to get a video for it? Or are we going to just pause? And it's okay either way.
No. I mean, I definitely shot a video for it. I shot a video for it. Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. Well, it's not done. That's the thing. Like, it's like I did this video like a couple of months ago, and I did something that I never did before, and that's CGI.
Okay.
I never done CGI before, and I never thought that it takes so long to do, because I'm like, I'm just like, well, how long does it take to Photoshop a world? Like, like what the like? I don't understand. But I guess it takes
a long time.
And you know, we got a date on when we was gonna get like the video back, and then it's like when we look at it, it's like, what the fuck? This is not it. And I was just upset. I was upset mostly because it's like, damn, if we're not gonna use the video to drop, I could have been dropped the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have just been dropped. But I definitely did a video for it, and it's gonna drop. It's just not gonna drop with the release like I would have loved. But
it's all right. Listen, it is what it is. The artwork. Let's talk about the artwork, because you look amazing in it. So when you're on a shoot like that, right? First off, do you have like underwear on or anything, or is it just the covered part at the top? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, is it getting sticky while she's in the back of the car? Like, what is happening? You look phenomenal in it.
Thank you. I mean, like we start off with like the underwear, but sometimes like, you know what, let's just take it off, whatever. Right. And like the photographers, I've been working with them, like those photographers specifically, I've been working with them for a minute. Right. My team have seen me, and then like, it's like, you know, like my security or like the males, they just turn away. They be like, hi. Yeah. Bye. Yeah. Like, bye. So it's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm really like a free person. Like, when it comes like to body, I'm like very like free.
Right. Of course.
I used to be a dancer. Like, show my titties.
I saw on Twitter, fans were thinking that maybe you were paying homage to Lil Kim because there's similarities from her sophomore photo shoot that she did. Yeah. And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, maybe it is. Were you paying homage, or was it just how the photos turned out and it just worked out perfectly?
So like, I came with the idea to my stylist. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I really want to be in a car, fly like Beyonce in Upgrade Ya. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, but you know, like she was like more cover up with her. Like I want to be like more like sexy, glamorous, and it's like, oh, maybe futuristic, whatever the crap. And then like we looking like you know, so we could put like our ideas together, like in
like a board,
like a board, right? Uh-huh. It's like, here comes Kim popping up, and it's like, yo, she has done everything.
She really has.
She has done everything that is like, you think you're doing something new, and it's like, she already did it. It's amazing to me. Like, it's like, yo, she has done it all. That like, once you think, you think that like you doing something new, but it's like she already has done it. Yeah. She already has done it, and it's just like, I find like so amazing and everything. So it's like when like fans be like, you paying homage, it's like, it wasn't the intent, but it's like it might as well, because she already did it. That's like she already did it. Like she just invented it. Yeah. Like
yeah. Before you put the song out, before we got ready for this moment, you put out a little reminder video, you know, where you're talking about all the accomplishments that you've done. Yeah. You feel like you got to do that still, Cardi?
I mean, people be trying me all the time, and I really hate that. And that's why when people be like, "Oh, Cardi, why do you feel like you always gotta prove yourself? Why do you feel that you always gotta do something or this and that?" And it's just like, you could accomplish something so much, but it's like, I feel like as a woman, like, it's like you just have to like keep reminding them. Like, you just have to keep reminding them. And
I feel it.
Yeah, like you just gotta keep reminding them. Like, all right, so there was like a list My album is amazing. I love my first album. Like, it's just like,
it's a great body of work.
It's a great body of work.
That's right.
I went all around the world, and people that like they just know the whole shit, like the album from beginning to the end, right? But you know, it's been a hot minute.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
it's been a hot minute. So it's like sometimes I feel like people like just try like to forget, or like just trying to thing. And it's like, listen, I'm not gonna let y'all forget, because at the end of the day, your mother, your sisters, they was jamming to this shit. Right. All right, like, let's not even forget, y'all was singing "Be Careful of Me" from your fucking hearts, your guts. Like, y'all was singing every single mother song. Right. Y'all keep having me letting y'all to remind you. And even in 2020, I went through something like that in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, in 2020, like, I ain't put out a record for a minute. Like, my last record was Press.
Mm-hmm. Great video.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yes. Yes. Directed by me.
Yeah.
Same thing. And people was just like, practically just saying like, oh, she's done. It's tweets that my fans saved.
Oh no.
That, like, it's tweets that my fans save, and every single time that I come out and they just like be like, yeah, I remember these tweets, yeah. So
I love the pettiness.
Yeah, and I love it. And then WAP came out, and it's like WAP, boom, and then Up came out, and then boom. But like, you know, took a little break, and then people just like, they feel like they could play you, they did that, and I'm like, all right, I know how.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
And you were talking about how so many things, you know, you're ahead of the trends before it becomes a trend, right? Whether it's directors and producers, and how, you know, you pointed out the fact, like, look at everyone you've worked with, and then, you know, they go on and work with other people, which is great, which is what you want for them. But I think the sentiment is, don't forget, you know, who was out here doing that first, right? Because there's nothing wrong with wanting the acknowledgement. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know?
I mean, it's just more of like, all right, it's not even like it's just like, don't play me. Like, all right, like, it's like, you don't have to like play me to do a point. Like, for example, like the Rolling Stones did a list, right? Mm-hmm. And they have placed my album before like real super classics, like before like Nas album or before a Biggie album. So everybody was just on an uproar about it, and I definitely will understand like how they will feel, because it's like, you know, I'm not a 2000 baby. I'm a 1992. So it's like, I was definitely around when those albums came out, and like my older cousins jamming to it. My Uncle Jeffrey just keep listening to it, and I'm just like, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, all right. So I definitely understand where people like feel upset and like disrespected and everything, but it's like, all right, I get it, but don't try to play my album like my shit was in the, because my shit is that girl. For sure. And it's like, don't ever forget. Like, don't ever try me. Like, you don't have to disrespect me
to prove a point.
Everything
like, can be true at the same time. Those can be classics, because they are classics. You know they're classics. Yeah. At the same time, you know what you put out, and you know where it was. Yes. So all those things can be true at the same time. Yeah. Okay, so since you know everything before it drops, like I think you were even talking about fashion, how, you know, when you put something on, it turns into a trend. What is coming up next? And can you help me out, Cardi? Like, you know, slide me a box of, you know, the Reeboks collab. Hook me up with something. Like, what are we on the brink of?
Oh, when it comes to fashion, oh, Lord, I don't even know. Like, it's just like, sometimes I could give you really chill. I could give you like me, right? I love sweats from Target, because they have like different cool colors. They hug like your waist.
Oh, yeah.
Type of way, and it looks kind of cute. But then it's like, I will wear it with like a t-shirt, and I will tie the t-shirts, and I will wear some Margiela like
light work
boots, like, and it's like, but it's a look.
But it's a look.
It's a look. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is giving something. Like, I just like to remix things. Like, sometimes I feel like if I give too much sexy, people get over it. So it's like, you just have to go, all right, let me go street. All right, let me give it classy. Yeah. And it's just like, I always say this, like, it's like, you need to learn, like me and my stylist Colin. Like, it's like you need to learn how to know how to do red carpets. Like, right. That's really tricky. Like, it is. That's when you really know if you really got that fashion scent or not. Like, we are looking at your red carpet moments.
Yeah. Was there a favorite look that you've had out of your red carpet looks, or just in general that you were just like, I know I really bodied that. That's one of my favorite looks.
Well, I will always love my Mugler Grammy look. Like when I know that when you know that you're able to wear archive Mugler, it's like a different feeling. Like it just makes me feel like it's like, wow.
Did it feel rich?
Huh?
What did it feel like?
It doesn't feel like rich. It just feels like you're chosen.
Ooh.
It just feels like chosen. And it's just like, it makes you be like, wow, why they pick me? How did they pick me? Like,
why not though?
Why? Yeah, why? It's just, it's unbelievable. It's and I love it, and I live it and I breathe it. Like it's like, I don't think that like the clothes wear me. I feel like I wear the clothes.
Yeah.
So that just will always make me feel like proud of myself. Even when like last year when I went to the Mugler Museum and I see my look, and it's just like, it just almost made me want to cry. With Mr. Mugler, Gary Mugler passed away and everything, and it's just like, wow, this is insane. Like, I'm really here.
Did you imagine all of this success, Cardi? All of this that's happening for you, you know, when you're reflecting and having these moments that mean so much to you, the success of the music, success of just you being a businesswoman, right? And having that vision. Did you picture this would happen at this magnitude?
I didn't picture it to happen at this magnitude. You never know it's going to happen at this magnitude because you never like stepped in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you just don't like, wow, it's like always a surprise. But it's like, I work for it and I plan for it. And I like to be involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like sometimes people are just not as involved. And sometimes it's just like not even like a check for me. It's just like, it's like a passion thing. Like, for example, like the Playboy, like my Playboy deal. Right. Like, it's something that like, it's like it's my passion. It's what I love. I love bodies. I love sexiness. I love sex. Like, I just love that free spirited. But I like fashion too, and I like that. But I don't like too raunchy. So it's like directing that it's just.
So what exactly is part of this work, the collaboration that you're doing with Playboy? Do you tell them, I want this person to be a part of it? I want that.
All of it.
Who are some people that you would love to see be in Playboy?
I want to keep it as surprise.
Okay.
I want to keep it as surprise, but it's like I'm practically the Anna Wintour of Playboy.
Let's go, Cardi. Yeah. Let's go.
And it's like, this is really like a dream. Like, there's certain things that I feel like it won't. Like, you know, I get deals on my table all the time that I just feel like that's not gonna make sense. Like, it's like for example, if like I have a crock pot,
right? It's
just not gonna make sense.
Listen, but you post your cooking. Hold on. Cardi tries. You never know. We can make a crock pot work in this. We can
like it's like there's certain things that it's like I love and I breathe, and like this is what I love and I breathe. And,
I got you. Yeah.
And like it's like, and when I'm involved in it, and like my partners are like involved in it, and they hear me, they just be like, oh, she's right. Oh, she really knows what she's talking about. And it's like, let's make it work. Like, it's like, all right, like, do you guys want only my fans to buy these things? Because my fans are going to buy everything that I put out. Or do you want it to make it a worldwide thing? Do you want to make it big? Like, you know how Kanye made the Yeezys, like, huge? Like, it's like, do you want to make something huge? I want to be part of something huge. Like, just don't pay me to, like, promote your shit. I don't want to be, like, no fucking ambassador or something. Like, it's like, let's make it. Let's make this a great empire. Right. You know what I'm saying? And Playboy, of course, is an empire, but it's like, let's just make it like monumental.
Yeah. What does that mean next as a businesswoman? What would you love to see happen, like as far as part of your empire? Something you want to tackle that you haven't yet?
I'm working on something.
Okay.
And well, me and my husband, we working on something, and this is something that is ours. Like, this is something that we put in like our like not investing on something, like we're not having stocks and that. We like, this is ours. This is our company. This is our shit. And yes,
I love it.
And that's what I want to do. And I think it's gonna. Hopefully it works out. But I'm gonna put my 100% in it. Everything I do, I put my 100% in it.
Does it get tough to work with your husband though? You know, because like the dynamic is there. Obviously, like when Colin and I work on something, you know, I hear him out, but sometimes it's like, well, but I think what I like is gonna, you know, override what you have to say. Or are you guys both really on the same page? Like, how is that dynamic? You know, you're married to the person, you're with the person all the time. Now you work with the person.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I work with Offset, even though I don't work with Offset. Like most of the times, like he don't manage me, he don't do none of that. But when I'm about to close the deal, when I like a deal a lot, when I think like, is this I want this, I go to him and he goes to the meetings.
Oh,
Them be scared.
what happens in the meeting? What happens?
He just knows his numbers. He just knows. He's just like really good at negotiating. He's just really good at putting things together.
Yeah, he's big into investing and he's successful at it as well.
Yes. So,
it makes sense.
he have changed my life a lot.
Really?
Yes, like my deals. Of course, I have a great lawyer and a great accountant and everything.
Sure.
But he just like.
Yeah. You know, and
Yeah.
I love when he got the house for you. I think it was in DR, right? I love the seeing you both grow together, right?
Yeah.
Just, you know, over the years, I know you've talked about how you both got married. It was spontaneous. I love that though. And you both just woke up and said, let's do it.
Yeah.
And that was it. No ring. You said there was no ring. There was no plan. You just went down. Were you worried anybody was going to notice you guys or anything?
Well,
Going to like the courthouse or getting the paperwork done. You know, did that cross your mind or were you like, we don't care?
I was like, I didn't I cared. Like, it's like, oh my gosh. But then again, it's like, he's marrying me.
Yeah.
Go run and tell that.
Yeah, right.
But nobody really saw us and everything. And then we had somebody. We got married in our bedroom and everything. I was happy. I was like, oh my God, he married me. But I just felt so incomplete. Like, it's like.
Yeah.
I don't have a ring. And he just.
Did he just play me a little bit?
Like, it's like, this is how it goes. I didn't even get the. Like, I got it in my face. Like, it's like, all right, so let's get married then.
Right.
All right, sure. But I didn't get the, will you marry me?
Yeah, get down on one knee or anything like that? No. Okay.
I didn't get that. But then I got it.
But then you did get it, ultimately.
Yeah.
Would you want to have a big wedding?
Yes. Okay. I do. I really do. Oh, because I like to throw, like, I love to throw events. That's one thing about Playboy, too. I have to. That's a big pressure on me, too, like, to do the Playboy party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
That's a lot of pressure, but
But you like events. You like throwing events. Mm-hmm. That would be really fun.
Yeah.
How are the kids doing? How's culture as a big sister to Wave? You know, was that an adjustment for her?
It was a little, it's still like a little adjustment, but she loves him. But it's like when she gets on her, like, I play with me. I don't care.
Right.
I want you to play with me now. Like,
right.
That's when she gets a little like,
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. This is so cute.
Yeah.
What would you say has been the hardest part about balancing being a mom? Now you have 2 kids and still maintaining all of these businesses. What's been the hardest part of it?
I'm not going to front. It has become a little bit tougher.
Because of 2 babies, because of 2 kids.
Yes.
Okay.
It has become a little tougher. I'm not even going to make
Be
it
real with
like,
us, Cardi. Tell us the truth about motherhood right now.
I'm not even going to make it seem like it's sweet. Like,
right.
It's a little tough, you know, like, woo.
Damn. That's tough, huh?
Yeah.
Woo.
It's tough. Like, especially now that culture is on a real schedule. Like she goes to
Just
school,
right?
Yeah, and she goes to school. Then it's like, oh gosh, Wave wakes up like around the same time, and then like when he finally takes a nap, it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta go pick up culture like right now. Like
It's a lot.
It's a lot, and like just recently, like this week,
Oh man,
I went through some shit. Like
really?
Yes, like my daughter, she got really sick. She had a stomach bug.
Oh no.
And then it's like, dang, I had to take her to the hospital. Then like 3 days later, he got the stomach bug, and it was like really bad. You know, he's a baby and everything. Oh. And that's one thing we noticed, like when one gets sick, the other one is gonna get sick.
Right.
For sure. And it's really hard. Like it's not like, oh, like she's 3 years old, she's gonna watch TV, and like while I'm making sure that he's okay. And it's like when they both want attention at the same time, it becomes tough. Like it becomes tough. Like you could give culture like cereal and like snacks and like go outside and get her like a bagel or something. Like, cause I know you have, for this one, you have to make the food. Like you have to boil the potato. You have to boil the yam. You have to mash it. You have to give it to him. Like, it's like, woo.
How do you get rest? This sounds so exhausting. I'm like, wait, so do you relax, sleep? What, you know, and you're taking the kids out. You know, we just saw you at the mall taking them out. They're on roller coasters. You're involved. You're hands on. How? I'm exhausted watching you.
Well, like I said, it's like a new program, like for me and my mom and my husband. Like it's a new program for us. So like right now we're gonna try another method. Like it's like we're gonna try like some nannies, and change it up. And I also want like a nanny for culture, but not just like, cause now I want to put her like in different classes.
Right.
And I know I'm not gonna be able like to take her to the classes and everything, but I'm afraid of like the nanny. So now I have to like, you know, you never know when like
you don't know.
You don't know. So now not only am I gonna get a nanny, I'm gonna hire somebody that's part of my family to drive them to watch. Like But those are the things that have to come in your mind when you like a parent. And then it's like, you know, my mom is always there, and she's always available, and she helps me. But it's like, I will feel like real selfish if I just be like, you know what, I gotta go do something in LA that is not that important. Oh yeah, my mom is gonna take care of the two of them. Like it's like, it's a lot. Right. So I just try to like do my work and just go back home, and because at the end of the day, like it's like I'm gonna go. She raised the kids, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's not fair. Like it's not fair to be like, it's alright. She gonna take care of him. Whatever.
Because you know she will.
Yeah, like she will. But it's like it's easy. If it's hard for me, I can imagine like somebody.
Come on.
Yeah,
now.
like
grandma is tough on grandma. Yeah. Ooh, I love the honesty, because these are the things that working moms go through. Obviously, you're afforded a different lifestyle, which I know you're so appreciative for. Yeah. When we talked last time, you said postpartum was a bit strange for you. You know, it was tough. This is a thing that mothers go through. Mm-hmm. What was strange about it for you? And then what can we all do to help moms?
So this time around, I feel like I was really overwhelmed. Like the first week, you know, my daughter went to school for the first time. That had me emotional, and like dealing with that new schedule, it had me fucked up. And then like a brand new baby, and I was just like, babe, I'm starting to feel it again. And he's like, no, relax, just relax. I went to Paris, and that really unwind me. Okay. Yeah, I feel like one thing that I noticed is that when you see like, when like you're a busy body, and like you stay active, and like when you feel like you're not being active and you're being delayed with everything, and like everybody's just busy moving around, and you're just like, just there stuck. Yep. It's like, that's when the postpartum start hitting you. Mm-hmm. So when I went to Paris and like I did my thing, and I worked and I got back on it,
Right.
I felt like yes, I felt like me again. I think that's what probably it is about postpartum. That it's like you just don't feel like yourself.
Yeah.
You just don't feel like yourself. So you gotta do little things to make you feel like yourself.
I love that advice. I think that's great. Yeah. Finding your routine again is
Yeah.
important for sure. What would you say is the best piece of advice when it comes to having a blended family? Because you care so much about Offset's other kids, and you always want them to be a part of, your world too, which I love and adore. And I think it's really cute to see that. It's beautiful to see that all come together. What would you say for somebody who is part of a blended family? Best piece of advice for them?
It's like a lot of different elements. Like first is like see the kids, love them.
Absolutely.
Like it's like the love for the kids like really I feel like the love for the kids really like just make you like oversee certain things that
Sure.
like it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna like, all right, like I dealt with guys that had kids before, right?
Sure.
They had kids before and everything, and like I dealt with baby mama dramas before, right? Of course, like this brings baby mama drama, and I be wanting to go crazy. I be wanting to go crazy, but because I like, I just don't want it to make it difficult, like for my husband and everything. I just like dealt with it like more of a mature way, and I feel like that helped me in the long run. Because I don't have a relationship with Offset baby mamas and everything, but I know that they trust me with their kids.
Most important.
And I don't have to have a relationship with them, but it's just like I also want them to know that it's like you could trust me with your kids as well.
That.
And I really love those kids a lot. Like they are just so amazing, and they love my kids a lot, and I just love them, and I just want like one day, like when they get older, like if they're going through anything, like their parents, everybody's gonna be more afraid of their parents, and it's like I want them like to feel free, like
That's right.
like to talk to me. Don't get too comfortable, because if you're doing something real bad, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh no, you're gonna tell.
I have to.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you have to.
I have to. Like if you getting into some shit, I'm gonna have to tell them. You know what I'm saying? But I love them, and they love me. And when they come around, I just want them to have a good, fun time.
Yeah.
Like I just want them to be like, damn, I want to go back again. I want to go back again. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You create that environment.
Yeah.
It's very obvious, and I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You did an interview with David Letterman. I watched it, and you were just talking about, obviously you're so dynamic. There's so many different elements to Cardi B, not just music, not just businesswoman and having this huge empire, but you've always been outspoken, using your platform to really talk about societal issues, what's happening out here, right? Yeah. And you talked about why it was important for you to do so. And I just want to say I love you and I appreciate you, because in that conversation, David Letterman asked you about your support for Colin. I get emo talking about it because it was important. And I don't think I ever heard you really say that you turned down the NFL Super Bowl because of Colin. This was my first time hearing it. I knew you always supported Colin, and it was always love when we saw you, but I never knew that. And I just was like, oh no, the tear, it's coming. Oh no. But I just want you to know how much I appreciate that.
Oh God, please.
No, Cardi, come on. I know you it really means a lot, especially during those times. And even now, they still won't hire him. But you stood up for something, and it's not like we're friends, right? Like you call us, Colin, like we're besties. That was something from your heart, Why was that important for you to share that, and let people know, like, hey, I just didn't like what they were doing to Colin?
It's not really about like sharing. It's just like more like of like your morals. And I remember even like when the Super Bowl went to Atlanta, like that was like I remember that shit, like like because like Atlanta is my husband's home, and everything, and he wanted to take his kids and everything, and he was just like, he's not like a super political person. He's like, damn, this shit is crazy, but I ain't going to. That's fucked up. Like, it's like, there's just certain things that like people just gotta say, like it's fucked up. And I feel like right now, like,
yeah, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting, like, to the point that it's like I don't even know, like sometimes you wanna stand up for people, and it sucks because it's like you stand up and you lose your job, but then you're like you're not even appreciated. You're not even appreciated, and that's just such a sucky ass feeling about it. Like, it's like I had to fucking spend a whole bunch of money because this crazy little white Republican kid.
Right.
He was trying to get my house doxxed and on fire. So I had to like spend money on private investigators to get his address, to like make sure it's a big deal for my safety, this and that, because I was getting a lot of threats and everything. And you do all of that, and then like people just like end up just spitting in your fucking face. And it's like I could only imagine like what y'all go through, that it's like you lost your job, and it's like that's just not like a job, because
that's
like
just a life dream.
That's like a life dream. Like that's your passion, because people that like play sports, it's like that's their passion, and it's not like you could go like somewhere else to do it. Like,
thank you.
Just like, it's not like it's like, all right, like I work at T-Mobile now, but I could go to Verizon now.
Right.
Like it's only this. It's only
that's
right
it.
here. You just get so unappreciated that it almost make you say like, you know what, y'all. But then it's like just because you saying yeah, it doesn't. It's like you still want to say something about it because you still believe in the cause.
That's right.
Like, you believe in the cause. Like the other day, right? Everybody wanted me to talk about like the pro-life, pro-choice, this and that.
Roe v. Wade, yeah.
Yeah, and I really didn't even want to say nothing like right there and then, because it's like, this is why I've been telling y'all mother to vote, and I just vote for presidents for like 5 years now, and y'all been calling me dumb and uneducated, and you can't talk for years. And now that it's something really important, y'all want me to say something, and I really just don't really want to say nothing, because I've been telling y'all, and y'all been calling me dumb, and y'all been telling me to stay in my place for such a long time. But then today I was like, you know what? Let me just post something, because I really feel passionate about this.
I know you do.
But it's like, it's just such a whack, suck feeling.
Yeah, it is. That's why I said I love that you use your platform. You've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
But because it's an issue that maybe people care about, it's a hot topic that people care about. But listen, it's not going to get better if we don't really figure this out now. And I don't know. It might be too late, honestly. I don't know.
I almost kind of feel like it's too late. There is no baby milk anywhere.
Right.
Like, there is none. Look at the gas prices.
Right. The cost of food. Like, thousands of flights were canceled last week. Right. And there's like, I forgot the excuse there was. And it's like, no, motherfuckers was on strike. You couldn't find a pilot or a flight attendant anywhere. Like, things are getting insane. Worse. And it's like, I feel like it's going to get to the point that it's like, damn, are they going to say that it's like we're running out of everything? Right.
I think it's like a new world order, and it's getting beyond like political hands.
Would you want to be in politics?
Yeah.
Do you have interest in presidency or being in politics?
No, because it's just like, because
it's a lot.
It's a lot, and then it's just like I'm very passionate and I get very angry. So I just rather not. Like, I rather not. And like, it's like, as everybody could see, like, it's like right now, like, our president is he's a Democrat, but it's like everybody in the house mostly is Republicans. Like, the judges are Republicans. So it's like you don't really have much of a say so. It's always gonna be like a power. It's always gonna be like a tug of power. Like, it's like, all right. Like, it's like, yeah, your president is saying this, but I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to embarrass your president. I'm going to show y'all that this motherfucker got no say-so. he don't got no say so. We gonna do this. Yeah, and he can't even do anything.
That's the system.
You can't even say anything. Like,
yeah, that's the system. That's the system. But you know this because you studied it, you know, and you're involved. You get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope it gets better, Cardi, because I mean, just hearing about everything that's going on, I really don't know.
But look, like I bet 4 years ago, five years ago, you kind of something new.
Of course.
You kind of something new. I felt like this is what you have to do. Now it's like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
I don't know where things is going.
Right.
Things is getting out of control to the point it feels like New World Order. Right. It's beyond political shit right now. It's beyond.
Yeah.
It's beyond. It's just beyond.
I want to shift gears really fast to something fun that I saw you post when you said when you step inside of a strip club and you're thinking about how much I could have made that night. You know what I mean? Yeah. How much did you make when you were dancing? Like, what's the most you've ever made, Cardi? Because now we're nosy.
I mean, it just really depends. Like, I feel like sometimes just be lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a bad night is a bad night. Like, it's like if you like, there's nights in a strip club that is like literally 8 customers will come in and they all broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not no entourage. It's like there's 8 motherfuckers that come in. You're not making no money unless somebody really made it rain on you crazy. Like, you're not making no money. But it's like if it's a lit night and the ballers in the room, you just never know. I have made $10,000 in one night. Like, it's like you never know. But it's like you could make $10,000 in one night. You could make $2,000. You could make $500. You could make $200, or you might just go home negative, as in. Negative. Nothing.
Has that happened?
Yes, that happened. I mean, I'm saying it like, it's like, imagine if 8 people came in the club today.
Yeah.
8 people.
Damn.
And they're not even spending no money.
Oh.
You ain't made no money.
Oh, man.
It's a gamble. And right now, like summertime, like for dancers, it could be a little tricky because ain't inside, they outside.
So when is the best time to dance? Winter?
Tax season.
Tax season. Okay.
Tax season, New Year's.
Yeah.
Like if there's like a artist appearance. Okay. Like some clubs got good nights.
Mm-hmm. But tax season.
Tax season.
Ooh, that's a gem right there.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your walkout song right now if you were dancing? Like, you know, is it hot-ish? Like, what would you walk out to that would be like, this is what I'm walking out to? Or is that like in the movies? Am I like not really like aware?
All right. So when like when I became like a real popular dancer and they started booking me to dance like all around America and everything, yeah. I started getting booked to perform down south, and like we heard like the Boosie song Set It Off, and they wasn't playing that up north. Like they was not playing that in New York at all. And like me and my friends, we love that song, my stripper friends, and every single time that we go on stage, we would like tell like the DJs like, play this song.
Right,
like,
right.
This the song. Like, play this song when I get on stage.
That was it.
Yeah, Set It Off. That's my shit. That was my shit when I came out.
You know what I love too? Recently, you were dancing for your husband. You know, I love this. You know what I mean? I just love that you're unapologetically yourself. You love what you do. You love who you are. You love your journey. And I love that Offset was like in the video having a great time with you. What's the most awkward thing that's ever happened to you in the bedroom that you are like, don't let this happen to you? Learn from me.
Well, all right. So, okay. Well, it didn't happen, but it almost did. Like, I remember one time that I was drinking a lot.
Oh, no.
Yes, I was drinking a lot, and then it was time to... And like I almost felt like it was coming up.
Oh no.
But I like but I went back.
Almost.
And I swallow it down.
Whew. But it was close.
Yes, I thought I was going to throw up on
that's embarrassing. That would have been embarrassing. But it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, you're good.
Because I caught it when it was like going up.
Yeah.
But it was really random because I was like.
That is.
And my throat was burning so much.
Yeah.
Because I swallowed it.
Ooh, yeah. The esophagus was on fire. Everything's on fire at that point. Well, it didn't happen. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
So, yeah. So don't drink crazy and think that, I'm going to drink and I'm about to crazy. No, you might throw up.
It might be the end of everything.
It might be the end of everything.
Everything. What's the biggest pet peeve that you've got? It could be anything, you know.
Woo!
You there's a lot, or is there just a few of them that you just don't like to deal with?
I don't like pee around the toilet or none of that. I really hate that shit so much.
Ooh, that's bad.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
I hate that. Ugh. I can't. I cringe.
Yes, I cringe a lot. I don't like that.
How about somebody chewing with their mouth open? Does that bother you or not really?
It really depends.
Okay.
It just really depends. Like I feel like if I see somebody like chewing gum, like
yeah,
it don't bother me. But when I see somebody chewing an apple mad loud, that really pisses me off. Like an apple or cereal, you like, ooh, I hate that shit. I really hate it.
Do you think it's necessary for couples to have access to each other's phone? Like, should you have your significant other's passcode to their emails, to their phone?
No.
Okay.
I used to be like that, but then it's like no, and like now I got my man passcode, and I don't even go through his phone. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Cause it's like it's not even like about the having girl stuff or like this and that. Like I really don't want to like see your personal business, what you talk about, what you this, what you that. I don't know. I'm not into that.
Nope.
Not anymore. I don't know why.
What if you saw your friend getting cheated on? Do you confront the person who's, being the cheater, or do you call your friend up and say, hey, I just saw, your man out here or whatever doing something? What does Cardi do in this situation? Confront the cheater or go and tell on the cheater?
I'm going to confront. And I was like, I know, but I'm not going to tell.
Right.
And the reason why I'm just not going to tell because it's like they most likely going to get back together. Now, like, it's like, now your friend don't want me to be around. Like, right. Now your man don't want me to be around and everything. You might think I'm lying or something. Like, right. So it's like, I'm not going to tell, but I just want you to know that I know.
I know what you know that you're doing.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you that energy all the fucking time. Like, it's like, I know, but I'd rather just like.
Right, yeah. Well, we're going to wrap it up, but I want to give you your present. And I want you to have some fun snacks because I know you like snacks. But the first...
Everybody been giving me snacks today.
Good. I'm glad. You're loved. You are loved.
I'm excited. Let me taste it.
Yeah. Rate it from 1 to 5.
I'm excited because I like the kimchi. Oh,
it's
hard. God damn, I'm about to put my teeth. Here you go.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Rate it 1 to 5, hot-ish. Hot-ish being 5. Like you're going to eat it day and night kind of vibe.
It's not that hot.
Okay.
But I like it.
But you like it?
Mm-hmm. It's not like pungent. I'll give it like a 3.
A 3. Okay, but it's something you would eat.
Mm-hmm, because I eat kimchi chips and like...
Ooh. Cardi, you know what's up. Let's see, what else do we have in there?
Oh, I love these. These are salmon skin chips.
They're good?
Yeah, they're good. They got like a fishy, it's salmon skin, but it's not like...
Too much, but it's perfect?
But it's there. It's like perfect. I never tasted this brand before. Let me put...
It's a 5?
I got to taste this brand. I've been around...
It's a Thai flavor.
It's a Thai flavor. You know the tom yum soup? So it has
Let me see what's given.
We are doing Cardi tries right now. This is the offshoot. One to 5.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I want lemon right now. I want lemon right now.
I think we did good, y'all. I think we're making...
Because it tastes like the fishy pork skin, and I like pork skin. I like this one.
Katrina loves pork skin. Katrina's a pork skin. She loves pork skin.
Actually, I like this brand
better
more than the other brand that I tasted.
The last time I saw you for an interview, you were nice enough to show up because Kaylani was there. Remember?
Yeah.
And you showed up. You surprised her. You guys ended up working on a song together. But that's been too long. Cardi, don't let it be this long before we see you.
I'm not going to let it be long because, and even when I let it be long, that should be f***ing with my mental. Like, I haven't put out a record in such a long time. And I've been having like a mental breakdown. I've been crying.
No. You're being too hard on yourself.
I do be hard on myself. I hate that about myself.
But we really love you, and we really want to see you continue to win because you already won.
Yeah. I like that.
You
continue to win.
Continue to win.
Yeah.
You already won. You won a long time ago. You know?
Yeah, I was to put that on my Twitter.
Guys, give a round of applause for Cardi. Literally one of my favorites ever.